It's vastly different than the way that we've historically learned how to book appointments from online leads, right?
Okay.
There's greetings and salutations and rapport building and, oh my God, you have kids and great. Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself, find out a little bit more about you, which is all still important part of the sales process. However, we're going to reverse those things now.
Wait, so for me in the past, I've actually always focused on appointment setting. I don't really build the rapport until I'm in person. So
thank you.
Yeah, because really, as far as Zillow is concerned, like they want the call as short and sweet as possible, and they want 90% of the call to be about the appointment. Because Zillow listens to the calls, and really, as far from like a meeting the standards of Zillow standpoint, if the call was like, I heard you're interested in 123 Main Street. When's a good time for you? Okay, great. Let me check with the seller availability and see what we can get in there, and I'll call you right back. Like, and that could be the first call on these.
That is literally what I do.
Yeah, and that's exactly. I mean, you set the appointment. Like the whole purpose of the call is to set the appointment. So, like, we don't even want people to ask, like, "Hey, how are you doing today?" Like, we want you to start off with, obviously you want to get the flow, but really, like, if you can just start off with, "I see you want to see 123 Main Street. When's a good time for you?" Like, that's right on play with how we're supposed to be doing it. So the fact that that's how you focus on the appointment, because with online leads, like that's what people want. It's different than when you're calling a referral, but when it's an online lead, they just want to see the property. So yeah, maybe it'll be more in line with how you're doing it.
So I love that's where your focus is right now. So we're going to run you through an actual call. We're going to connect you with a live client right now. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
Perfect. Awesome. And so just do your thing. We'll give you all of our polishing points and afterwards, but let's go on 3. So judges, are you ready? Because I'm ready. 3, 2, 1, John.
All right, this is your phone, Vivian. Ring, ring.
Hi, this is Vivian with Fast Real Estate.
Hi, Vivian. This is John from Zillow. I have Elias on the line. He'd like to see 123 Main Street in Oakland. Can I connect you?
Yes.
Here you go. Ding.
Hello.
Perfect.
Hi, Elias. This is Vivian with Fast Real Estate. I heard you want to see 123 Main Street.
Yes.
What time is good for you this week?
I can see it tomorrow, anytime between 12 and 5.
Okay, let me confirm with the seller's availability, and I'll give you a call back. Is your number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. I'll give you a call back shortly.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
that was really just short and sweet.
Yeah, you got the appointment.
So got the appointment.
This is literally what I do when I get my Zillow calls. I'm just like, okay, this is the property you want to see. What is your best available time? Usually they say, sometime in the afternoon or then, the next day, whatever. I'm like, okay, let me confirm. And then I'll call you back with the times that's currently available.
Yeah. And I literally just told you that's like a perfect Zillow call. Okay, so we haven't done this, but why don't we do this now? Okay, you called the time they want to see it's available, and you're calling Elias back.
Okay. Ring ring.
Hello, it's Elias.
Hi, Elias. This is Vivian with Fast Real Estate. In regards to your interest on 123 Main Street, I have available times tomorrow at 2 or at 4. Which one is best for you?
4.
4? Okay, perfect. I'll pencil you in now. And will anybody be attending the appointment with you?
Yes.
Okay. If you could, can you share the person's name and email address? We have to send out a PED that is just confirming that you are not COVID positive and just safety procedures. Okay.
And then Viv, so that property on Main Street, do you think it's going to be super competitive? Because our friends just bought in that area.
Yes, it is competitive.
Like how so? What when you say that?
Can we go with a city? Is there a 123 city? Main Street city?
Maxwell Park.
Where?
Maxwell Park.
Maxwell Park. Yeah. So currently it's very competitive. It goes about 10 to 30% above asking, but let's go see the property first and see what your feel is with the house. If it's not this one, there's always other ones in that community. So I always suggest to my clients that we see it first, because, you know, you might walk in and just not be in love, and we can continue our search after that.
Okay. All right. And then do I need to bring my pre-approval?
No, you don't.
Okay. All right. So then we'll see you tomorrow at 4.
Correct. And I'll send over the PED shortly to both of you.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let's
Thank
break
you.
it.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Good to see you. See you tomorrow. Good
right,
to see you. We'll see you tomorrow. So I think that the first call is probably the shortest call that we have done on all of these trainings and auditions. Now, the point is obviously to book the appointment first off, but I think too, it's also letting them know that, hey, while you're here, I want you to carve out a little bit more time. Let's go and check out a few other homes that fit that same criteria. And I would have liked to hear one more question, maybe where are you guys at in the home buying journey, but it's okay. We can do that on the second call. I just, it was super, super short, but at the end of the day, we accomplished the goal of booking the appointment. And obviously we went a little further in detail on the second. What we didn't mention, even on the second call, and we have 24 hours to, that before it happens, is the survey, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the survey, you know, hey guys, it's our goal to exceed your expectations, give 5-star service. If you feel I've done so, make sure to share that experience with Zillow, right? So at some point, given a mention of that, but overall, you know how to take control in the conversation, which a lot of people struggle with that. I feel like you are in control from the onset.
Okay. Yeah, I have a tendency to keep it too short and sweet, I guess, at the beginning, because all of my rapport building is literally when I'm at the appointment. I kind of see where they're currently living, why they're upsizing or downsizing, whatever the case may be, and I do that all in person. So,
right. And rightfully so. That's what this whole process is about. Absolutely. Okay. So it's like, and most of the stuff about, you know, the home and their motivation and the kids, you're going to find out more about that. In regards to the 10 to 30%, I'd stay away from giving them some exact numbers, because what if they wrote on seeing some comps and it was 45% over? Like, well, wait a minute, you said it was 10 to 30% over. So
I'd say that's an outlier.
So that's a really good question. Sounds to me like you have a really good sense of what the market's doing right now in Maxwell Park. It's a little early for me to tell, so let me do a little bit more research, a little bit more digging. We could have that conversation tomorrow when I see you at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
All right, Johnny boy.
Cool.
Yeah, no, solid. I mean, it for the purpose of this exercise, the first call was really short, but you know, like we said, and if Connor from Zillow was on the line, I think he'd be totally fine with that, because 100% of their goal is to get the appointment, and you got the appointment. So you accomplished the goal. Everything that I said. So just a couple of things that like didn't come up because it was so brief, but a couple of things that, you know, you probably already think about, but we never want to say listing agent on phone calls. You didn't do that. I'm just bringing up the things that we've commonly been doing with other calls. We never want to say listing agent, because we want the lead to think to feel like you're in control of the whole process. And if they hear about some other agent that you need to talk to, then they're like, wait, no, I want to talk to that agent. Mm-hmm. And then with Elias about the question, regardless of where it is or what it is, anytime someone asks like a question about the market or something where you don't necessarily want to like derail the conversation by getting into the weeds of you know, nuanced things, just validate their question. Like, you know what, that's a really good question. Like, or you know, it sounds like you've been keeping an eye on the market, and we can talk about that more. So like validate their question and give them a chance to feel heard, and then just totally deflect it and move on and talk about the property. But yeah, I try to never throw out numbers too, because, you know, even it might be an outlier, but if you tell someone that it might be 10% and then you go look at this listing and you realize that it's $150,000 overpriced, or it's been on the market for 35 days, it's probably not going to be 10% over. So really just like barely answering that question. The main thing is just validating their question and making them feel heard, and then moving on as quick as possible. Okay.
Kenny.
Yeah, that was just really short and sweet. Do you make friends with your clients, Vivian?
I don't feel like any of them have remained my friends.
Okay. I mean, saying like I'll give you a scenario. I closed like 100 buyers. I had drinks with 2, and one was like months later. And then I did a lot of business with Michaela last year. She had drinks and dinners with like 5 or last 6 clients. So I was like, listening to you is like listening to myself work many years ago. It's which I mean, you're gonna close a lot.
Well,
of deals,
it worked out
like,
great for Kenny.
Yeah, they work, you know, and I'm not a natural salesperson, you know, it's just more tactical. But yeah,
Okay.
I would try to, you know, work on tonnage, making it a little more exciting because
Okay.
I know you're going to book the appointment. I know you're going to be with them there. I know you're going to information. But you know, if you for just business building, you know, you want to build more friendships and rapport and throw a little bit in there because again, like I would have just done it exactly how you done it, and that's how I closed, you know, 23 Refin deals my first year and won an
Yeah.
award just because. But then I didn't make any friends. So
Yeah.
probably just improve with that. But I like how the flow just got to the
I
point.
definitely need to work on that. And